Hey everyone, it's Michael and welcome back to Boxmining. So recently I just got back from a trip from China. I wonder what this car looks like. The bandwidth. And I want to catch up with you guys with what's happening on the cryptocurrency markets and news. The latest bug in Chrome plugin Mega, and the plugin is malicious and it's trying to steal a lot of account information. So we're going to take a look at what's happening there, why there's not an immediate need to panic if you own your own private key, but you own a ledger as well. And finally, I'm going to show you guys a few clips from what's really happening down on earth on ground level in China. I feel it's really important to really see what's happening over there because there's a huge need for blockchain over there, and we're going to relate that to what's happening and developing on the Vechain front as well. So everything and more on today's Boxmining Daily, and of course everything covered here is my personal opinion, not financial advice. In terms of the news, what we have is we have this mega alert popping up on r/cryptocurrency saying the Mega Chrome extension. So this is like if you use Mega, which is a lot being hosting a lot of downloads. So if you use the Mega extension to help you get that download, well, there is this new malicious update there, which actually steals, kind of spies on your Chrome and steals passwords. So right now, what they confirmed is that there's, attempts to steal Google, Facebook, My Ether wallet, My Monero, GitHub passwords. This is extremely malicious. So if you leave and keep and enter that information in, and you use the latest version of the Mega plugin, then it's most likely being stolen, and it's good practice to just change those passwords. So that's just, if you actually use that. One thing that's important to remember, of course, is that hackers don't immediately go and, go into your account. They might just wait a while and wait for a coordinated attack. So just make sure you stay on the safe side. And this is something that we've been practicing a lot in cryptocurrency, just being extra cautious, using two-factor authentication for logins to exchanges. And also, if you hold cryptocurrency, use a I don't have one right here, but use a ledger or a Trezor, a hardware wallet, because the keys are always going to be left on that device and it will never go into a computer, which is where it's vulnerable. One thing that was really cool is how fast the cryptocurrency community reacted to this. So this came out and, just look at this list of people, Fluffy Pony coming out, Exodus, My Ether wallet, all of them coming out to say, yeah, you know what, this plugin has been broken. So I really want to say that this is pretty awesome that we reacted in this way, just alerting everyone to make sure that everyone's accounts are safe. So, kudos to having such an amazing community that really values security and protection. In terms of long-term view, so right now, in terms of the latest edit, is that this extension has been removed, and that what's happening is it's most likely that their upload accounts were breached. There was something malicious placed there. But in terms of the long-term view, in terms of the significance of this, we just have to remember that if you do have plugins on your browser, they could be potentially compromised. So there's two options to do this. Use another browser for very safe work. For example, if you are logging into your wallets or you're logging into exchange accounts, use a separate wallet like Brave or a different browser altogether that doesn't have plugins. So now you're isolated from these potential security breaches. And of course, by just having good password management and of course two-factor authentication, it really just helps a lot with these accounts. So pretty proud of the community over there. Now I'm going to show you guys a short clip of my trip to China, more precisely how payments process there. Aside from the knockoff Monster energy drinks, you'll notice that with vending machines over here like this one, that the payment method is actually via QR code. You don't really need to use cash. Let's just get one of these. So the moment you press this, you got the QR code popping up here with Alipay. So now you can just scan this QR code with your phone. I'm gonna try to grab my phone here. Show you guys the interface here. Press the pay and see if it works. Boom. So what you can see in China is that QR codes and cashless payment is pretty much been adopted across the board. Not only are vending machines using it, but you got those aunties that cook your street vendor food. They use QR code too. And in fact, I've seen multiple kind of service people just having QR code tags on printed on their body so that you can scan them and pay instead of using a cash system. So China took a very different approach here by using QR codes instead of NFC contactless payment, where you can use Apple Pay and hit that on. So the difference here, and what's pretty amazing, is the time it took for this adoption. It took pretty much less than 2-3 years for Alipay and WeChat Pay to take major dominance in China. And it really goes to show that QR codes are viable. Two, it's pretty fast to adopt it if we want to adopt it. So that's why I'm pretty excited for the future of crypto as well, because crypto, you can pay with QR codes, and it can definitely make a vending machine like that to pay with crypto. But the biggest the biggest hurdle in China is the fact that, well, the government isn't very open to using crypto as a currency. So it's in terms of politics there, but I feel like in terms of global usage, we're much closer than before to actually having this adoption level, to having this convenience of being able to pay in crypto. And I see that countries such as Venezuela, where there is hyperinflation, that something like this can potentially pick up. Because there's a need for it. There's a need to have a currency that doesn't inflate, right? Doesn't have hyperinflation of like 2-3 million% per year. It's getting your whole paycheck getting wiped out. So it will start with countries that need this first, that probably has a banking system that's not very secure, and then it'll just start moving up because we see the advantages of using cryptocurrency in the long term. So I definitely feel that promise there. On the note of China as well, what you notice in China is that there's a lot of individual vendors. So how Chinese shops operate is that their stalls are much smaller and individually run by small business owners, and that's why there's such a huge need to verify authenticity. As you guys know, that Vechain has been trying to solve these problems for a while, and today they're doing a presentation on BYD's Worldwide Development Meetup, and it's going to be broadcast on CCTV, which is extremely important. So a lot of people are looking at this as a potential partnership announcement. But what's kind of cool is that it's also on national TV in China. It's one of the biggest, not one of the biggest channel syndicate, CCTV, which is on every channel, every TV. The significance of going on CCTV is that it's government sponsored too. So the fact is that the government is looking at blockchain technology and also accepting to a fact, kind of quietly to the fact that, well, for a public blockchain, you need to have a currency. Because for the longest time, the Chinese government, they don't want a different currency. They want the RMB to be the sole currency of China. And of course, they don't want other cryptocurrencies there. That's why there was a ban. But the fact is that for these functions to happen, for authenticity to function, they need to have a crypto. So it's cool to see that they are on TV, that Vechain has the connections to get on national TV, and that they're pushing blockchain in China. And that's all for today's news. So in terms of what I'm doing up next, I'm going to attend the blockchain cruise. That's actually coming up in 2 days. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of traveling. So what you might notice is that the videos are not going to be as daily, as frequent as, and we're going to shift towards a few interviews that I did over the past few days or weeks rather. The cruise is actually super interesting. I saw a lot of few posts on this. It's got like very, very controversial speakers there. It's got John McAfee, Charlie Lee, Bobby Lee, we got Roger Ver, we got Tone Vase, Jimmy Song, Ivan Tech's gonna be there as well. So I'm gonna try to interview people and publish content, but I don't really know how fast and frequently I can publish them. But I definitely want to speak and do some content with these guys over there. And I feel like there were some posts about this event that people, they have John McAfee's controversial. You got Roger Ver, he's also controversial. But I think for people to generally know crypto, it's important to get exposed to all the personalities there to people, so people can make a decision on what to follow. It's important to have the broad width of the broad scope rather than have a like, oh, this is Maximus is good, or all coins are good. It's good to have this whole picture and people can decide where they want to go. In terms of upcoming interviews, I got Professor Groove to talk about formal verification. This is a topic that I really wanted to cover and explore because of the fact that recently smart contract kind of exploits, hacks on smart contracts have been hitting the news a lot, be it the parity hack or even the beauty chain hack. The fact that these contracts can blow up in our faces means that there needs to be something to fix this, and one of the ways to do so is formal verification. So we talk about how basically you can tag a mathematical proof when you're coding to make sure that the code that you run is formally verified and functions the way you intended to do. So that's one of the exciting interviews that's coming up, and I hope you guys can stay tuned to this channel to check that out. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. So remember, if you guys haven't clicked the subscribe button, do click it out to subscribe to this channel, and of course support this channel by liking this video as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope to catch up with you guys more and give you some updates from the cruise and the events happening as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.